Good morning. Today is Monday, and it has been a while. I think I didn't pick up my camera for 2, 3 days because honestly, I was a little overwhelmed with all of this filming, and sometimes I felt like I had to do certain things just for filming instead of just for relaxing. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna edit the first vlog, see how they turn out, see if I want to post them. And from there, I'll start fresh in the new week. So, a little update on my health. I am feeling a lot better, thankfully. I don't feel sick anymore. I feel great, and the wound on my feet has healed, or at least it has like closed up. So I can start wearing socks again, which is very exciting because now I can literally just go outside, which is something that I haven't really been doing for the past week. So yeah, I'm going to go to the gym now, have my first workout in over 2 weeks, I think. And I'd be lying if I said I was excited for it because I do not like going to the gym. That's why I always go together with Dave, so there is a little more pressure on there. So I'm quickly gonna get ready. I'm gonna finish my coffee, and yeah, then I'll see if I can squeeze my feet into some shoes. Let's go. And so these are the only shoes that fit me with all of these random like wounds here. So now I feel 12 again. Men and their pets. Whew. I gotta be honest with you, that gym sesh was rough. I haven't been to the gym in like 2 weeks, so that was intense. But I'm glad I went. And if you're like me and you need some extra motivation to the gym, I would say go with someone else if possible. Like have a gym buddy, like either go with your partner or a friend. Like me and Dave, we don't even do the same workouts, we just going to the gym together. And also, what I've noticed is if you go consistently, so for example, if you go 3, 4 times a week, it gets so much easier to go. Whereas if you don't go for 2 weeks and then you go once and then you go for another time in 3 weeks, if you do it inconsistently, it's so much harder than when you do consistently. And instead of making yourself go for like 90 minutes or 2 hours, we only go for 45 minutes. So we have 45-minute workouts, which makes it a lot easier to go and a lot harder for us to use the excuse like, oh, but I don't have time, because it literally takes only an hour. Oh, I am feeling like myself again. I just did my makeup, I did my hair, and I feel fresh again, which has been a long time since I felt that way. And my outfit of the day, believe it or not, is jeans, which I never really wear them. And if I'm being honest with you, these are quite tight. They're like these cropped jeans, which are very convenient right now since I don't want to like ruin the wound on my foot and break it open again. So that is why I'm only wearing like short jeans. So yeah, that's the look for today. Also, if I'm gonna keep doing this, I think I need a bigger mirror because this one is so tiny. You can't even see me. So 6 months ago, about 6 months ago, we bought this house, and I am obsessed with interior design. Like I do everything myself. And to be honest, like for the past few months, just haven't really found inspired and creative. And I think that is mostly because I am in like that shutdown state a lot. So I didn't really feel inspired to start like decorating everything. And now that I have more time, I feel that urge to create again. So I think I want to start finishing up our home. So basically, everything looks relatively finished, but also it doesn't. For example, we had this wall here, or this we had this cinema, I think the word is. We had that custom made. I designed it myself and I love it so much, but I just didn't really feel inspired to like do the decorations and stuff. So everything is just a little bit random. Maybe you guys don't think so, but to me, everything just looks unfinished. Like for example, this half. Oh, I'm sorry if the teeth, that's really annoying. There's literally I just added a bunch of photos here, but there's no photos in there. And I still have Christmas trees up here. So I think it is time to finish up the living room first. Check out this, for instance. It's one of those kitchen stools that you can use to basically just open like these top shelves and these top cabinets. However, I just randomly put it here because I needed something to put this lamp on. And now it looks really, really random. So I want to find something for that. And also, it is springtime. So I just feel like this looks a little bit miserable. Like there's a lot of beige, which I love. However, like the green is maybe a little too dark. Same here on the table, more green. These are also like wintry. Don't even get me started on the fact that we don't even have bar stools here. So I actually ordered some, but they were too small. So now I have to order them again. But it is really hard to find nice bar stools. So also something that I still have to check out. And then the same goes for the lighting here. There's literally like no lighting. And these, I feel like these two paintings here, I don't know, I just feel like they're a little bit random. They don't really match the vibe of like the floor and the color on the walls. So I think I want to replace those. These were still old from our old apartment. So I just repurposed those. And then we have this door, which I love this door. Like we had it installed because this is a door to the garage. Like before it wasn't here, so you would have to like open the door and go all the way there. But I just really wanted a door here so that first of all, the cats have a place to go like do their thing. There's a litter box there. And just for stuff, like for example, packages or old furniture or something like that, we all put it in there. However, the doors here, like it still needs to be finished. And let's not even get started on these ceiling, what are they called? Like paneling that we had installed. So basically these people, they just installed it, but they didn't paint it. So we had to do that ourselves. So we still have to find a painter. So all I can see whenever I look into this room is literally how white this is compared to the white of the cine wall here. And then we have the garden. This is literally how we got it. So we didn't add anything. Like we don't even have garden furniture here. Just a little kitty. So I want to see if I can find some furniture to put here so that I can sit outside. The hallway, or this bed here, I'm actually quite proud of because I did all of this myself. As you can see, we don't really have a lot of space from the stairs to put something here for like our coats and our shoes. So this was literally the only way that I found that I can make it work without it being like too much in the way from the door here. So that is why I made this myself, because I couldn't really find anything that was like the right width, and then also something that doesn't really like come into the room that much, because then you really block the path here from going down the stairs. So this is an IKEA cabinet. I think this is the Besta. And these like wooden panels are literally just stuck these to the wall. So one by one, stuck these to the wall. And then this top part is also IKEA. And then I just bought like these golden hooks and we just drilled them into the whole walls and stuff. So yeah, I actually really, really like it. Oh yeah, and this was custom made. Literally just Googled something like custom size pillow or something like that. And then I had this one made. So yes, I really, really like it. I just think it's very white right now, like the whole hallway. We didn't really do anything with the walls yet. So everything here is white. Same here. Everything is white. I'm not even gonna take you with me upstairs because I have all of these projects like halfway done, but nothing is finished. But I think for my sanity, I'm gonna start downstairs and then work my way like from room to room. And maybe you're thinking like, okay, but what does this have to do with healing your nervous system? Well, for me, like visuals, aesthetics, and just my environment, my living space, I think to me it is really important because I've noticed that it just makes me feel really, really overwhelmed all the time because all I see is like, oh, that still needs to be painted and I should replace that. And oh, we still need to buy something for that. And that is all I'm thinking whenever I walk into a room, all I'm thinking is everything that I still have to do. So I think taking off some boxes here, finishing off some of these projects will really help me calm myself down, hopefully. And also I just really, really enjoy. So what I have done, this is inside my Notion dashboard. I have a section with my projects and goals, and I have created a project for every single area here of our home. And I have also scheduled a few of them for this quarter. So right now it's March. So these are the things that I want to do this month. So that is Dave's office, the backyard, kitchen, living room, and the front yard. And for each of these projects, I literally just added a couple of tasks that I have to complete to give myself some structure and stop buying things randomly, basically. So I'm going to start with the living room and I'm going to try and tick off these tasks. Okay, so my main issue with this area here is that we need some form of lighting here for when it gets dark because otherwise this whole corner is super, super dark. But the power outlet is inside this cabinet here. I don't know if you can see, but that's like a hole to basically put a cord through. So if you have like a lamp here, that means you also have a cord that goes there, which to me is super annoying. So what I want to try is if I can use one of these bad boys with this to basically hide the cable. And then if that works, I can put the cable like that and maybe even put it like behind the shutter here so that we have power here because we have one of those, I don't know what it's called, like a speaker thingy for the sound. So we need power here, but I don't want to see one of those cords here. So that's what I'm going to try, see if that works. Et voila. So I just taped this to the wall just to make sure I like it before I make it permanent and stick it there. And I have to say, it's not the best solution, but it's okay actually. It looks kind of okay. Like these shutters, they can still open. Now this thing goes in there. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty smart. Guys, I don't know what it is, but I just can't use Instagram like a normal person. Like, I either delete from my phone for months, and then I re-download it and just constantly scroll. And what I've noticed is that the moments that I do scroll, the moments that I do have Instagram on my phone are the moments I feel most overwhelmed. I think it is because in such a short period of time, for example, only if you scroll for like 10 minutes, you consume like so many different types of information, all of these things that you want or things that make you insecure, or it's basically always, I feel like Instagram basically always makes you want to close a gap between your real life and people on Instagram. So either they have clothes or a bag that you want, or they have their health sorted like you want, or they are traveling and going on a trip that you also want to go on. So I feel like for me, it's not very good in terms of trying to live in the present. So I'm doing it again. I'm gonna delete it from my phone. Here we go. Oh my god, I have been at it for the entire day, but I made it work. I ordered a bunch of stuff, which I think is gonna look really nice. I will show you in a second. But right now it is 6:30, almost 6:30, so I am cooking dinner. And I'm making a one-pot pasta, which is super, super convenient. So this is literally just some ground beef, some macaroni, organic tomato sauce, and some basil. And I'm just stirring that and waiting until the macaroni is soft. And there we have dinner. I totally forgot we have some courgette soup as well. So we have some veggies along with some pasta and protein. While the pasta is cooking, I thought I would show you my creation in Canva. So I usually start by checking Pinterest. So I have a board here for every single room of our house. And right now I'm in the living room and I found this, let me zoom in. And I found this like inspiration for our living room. So I literally just started searching for a table here. And from there, I just added the decoration. So going back to Canva, you'll see here that these are literally all of the products that I bought. And what I do is I copy them. So here we have a product image. I just erase the background like that. And then I just pop it on there. And that's how you can see if all of the colors and the heights of all of the products kind of matches. So yeah, this is what I bought. And the reason for this basket here is because I want to stuff our extension cord in there, then put our blanket on top of it so that we can basically hide all of the cords because like I said, I'm allergic to those. So that's how I started this. I started with this table here and I looked for tables with 2 layers like this one that has enough space to add a big basket like this one. I ordered everything in here and I'll keep you posted when it arrives. Yay! The first part of my new home order has arrived. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I thought this would be real marble, or at least real stone. It looks very plasticky. Other than that, I obviously left the plastic on to make sure that I really, really want it. I think it's okay. I think it looks nice. Obviously, we still have to wait for the table to arrive, but I really like the contrasting colors here of the wall and the white here, along with the brown here. And yeah, I think it looks very nice here. You know, spring is here when the cat starts to lose all of its fluff. Come, eat more. Yes. Oh, how satisfying is that? How did you carry all this with you? Feels like I have a third cat now. Good morning. It is so sunny outside. Oh my god. And to me, it is officially spring because once I have to brush Momo, get all of the fluff out, I know that winter is behind us. So yeah, I am very excited and I am in the mood to buy like many, many spring themed flowers. So who knows? I might do that. But first, I'm gonna go to the gym. I still feel sore from yesterday. Oh my god, which is a good sign. It means I did my best. So back at it, I guess. Also, the second day after I've done my hair is always the best one. I like that it looks a little bit more natural. Look at that sunshine, guys. Oh my god. People who are watching this who are not from Europe are gonna be like, yeah, son, so what? You have no idea. I really, really love this top, but I feel like it shrunk in the laundry and now The boobies do not fit. So I'm guessing this is goodbye. For those of you wondering, I do own clothes that are not beige. Not a lot, frankly, but some of them. Hi guys, it is now almost 4 p.m. and I've been editing for a long time now. I've been editing one of the vlogs, and I noticed that I am really stressed out and I'm really anxious, and I was just thinking about like how why do I feel so anxious since I literally don't have any responsibilities right now in terms of like work. So I started reflecting on that, and I know that I am someone who strives for productivity and perfection, and I want to be busy like the whole day because I think being busy is like my safety net, my comfort zone. So I try to keep busy, and right now there are so many things that I can do to keep myself busy, like all of the stuff with the house. I can start editing. There are a lot of different things that I can do with my time, but I don't know. I thought I would feel less overwhelmed now that I have less responsibilities, but I literally just feel the same, to be honest with you. So I was thinking about that, and I think it has to do with the fact that I just keep adding tasks and stuff to do throughout the day. So I just add all of these things that I want to do on a day, then I start doing them, and then I add more to my plate and I do more and more and more and more. And basically, then at 6 p.m., I have to start cooking, and I am nowhere finished because I have been just piling up tasks on top of tasks on top of tasks, if that makes sense. So I want to try and give myself like a list of things to do. And whenever I am done with those things, I stop doing them. So for example, I really wanted to edit the second vlog today. So I started doing that and it is finished. But now I am halfway through the third vlog as well. And I know that I'm not going to be able to finish that before dinner starts. And I also wanted to do like a bunch of other things today. So I want to make a promise to myself to make a to-do list for myself, but make it like a reasonable list, like maybe 3 things in a day. And whenever I finish those things, I get to reward myself with fun stuff, like for example, buying stuff for the house or something like that, or catching up with a friend, or learning more about nervous system regulation, because I have been so busy with God knows what that I haven't even started my book or my course. And I don't know, that sucks because I really wanted to do that, but I don't know, somehow I just keep myself busy. I think my biggest takeaway here is that if you stop working or you remove one of the biggest responsibilities from your life, that does not necessarily mean that you will feel less busy and less overwhelmed, is what I have found. And I think the way to tackle that is to make sure that you stick to your, at least for me, I'm a type A personality. For me, I want to give myself a list of things to do and give myself permission to stop working after those things are done so that I don't feel like I'm left behind on some invisible task list or project manager. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I finished vlog number 2. I finished that. So I'm gonna step away from my computer and I'm going to do some fun house stuff now. So, in the spirit of leaving my laptop behind, I thought I would unbox this package with you, which I'm actually really excited for. So in a previous video, I mentioned that I discovered an app that allows you to scan not just your food, but also your skincare and beauty and all of that for ingredients. So basically the app gives the skincare or the, I don't know, something that you scan the barcode and then it gives you a score and it rates how bad or how good the product is based on like all of the ingredients. So if there's lots of toxins in there, lots of ultra processed stuff, it will show that in the app. So what I did, I started scanning some of my beauty products and let me tell you, it wasn't great. Lots of the things that I own are pretty bad for you, and it's stuff that I put on my skin every single day. So I thought I would slowly start to clear out my beauty, so my skincare, my makeup, and replace those with products that are a little better for the skin. And this is my first order. So what I did, I started with a body lotion, which I guess is not very interesting, but I ordered that because I found a self tanner that is organic and natural, and the brand is called Eco by Sonia. Sorry, there's like a little disgusting sticker on there, but here is the brand. So this is a self tanning lotion that you can literally just apply like a body lotion. And you literally just let it dry, let it develop, and apparently it does not stain your clothes or your bed sheets, which I think is incredible because I actually quit self tanning because I know that it's so bad for you. Like the ingredients in most self tanners are insane, honestly. So what I did is I bought another self tanner, but this one is, like I said, it is absolutely free of artificial dyes and synthetic ingredients. So we're gonna see. And I bought the body lotion from the same brand, so also Eco by Sonia, to start off right, because I think it makes sense that if you put like a better self tanner on you, you should also add a better body lotion on yourself. And I am someone who puts on body lotion like every single day, so imagine what you put into your skin if you do that every single day. So yes, body lotion, self tan. And I also tried this blush by Yoga, something like that, I don't know. Yoga, also natural and organic. So what I did is I searched all of these products in the app before I ordered them, obviously, and all of them have a score of at least like 15 out of 20, whereas most of the products that I now have like 1 or 3. So yeah, these are all really well rated, but yeah, we'll see if I like them. That is one small blush. Like I would have expected more from that. This is hilarious. Like, oh my God, this is so tiny. Okay, so I'm gonna try these products. I don't know if I'm gonna do that right now. I think I wanna scrub myself first before applying the self tan. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow morning. Yes, I'll do it tomorrow. But I'll try the blush now. Okay, so this is the lip and cheek tint by the brand Uyoga, something like that. And it's in the color apricot, which is like a peachy color. Oh my God, how do I open this? That is hard. Oh, okay, so apparently you slide it open. This is the tiniest blush I've ever seen, but I do really like the color. It smells like nothing. Okay, so I am actually already wearing some blush from this morning. The the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer blush in the color Southbound. But I think this is a little too pink for me, and again, the ingredients aren't that great. So let's try this. Here is the end result. Maybe I should put on a little more. I don't know if you can see. All right, so I'm in my bathroom now, and I thought I would use the app and scan literally everything that I have and see how bad they are rated. So I'm gonna start with all of my skincare here. All right, I've covered most of my skincare. This entire line here has a red score, which is like 0 to 5 or something like that. You can see them here. So the red ones here, these are all like the worst. These are all okay, like they're orange, like the score is like around 10 out of 20. And these are all great. So actually, this is the only sunscreen that passed the test, in case you're wondering. And interestingly enough, I'm a big fan of this brand, Kiehl's. I think only 20% of their skincare actually is good for you. Everything else is either in the red zone here or in the orange zone, which is very, very sad. Well, literally, I have to do this with my hair products as well. I have officially lost my mind. So this bit here, this is all in the green. So for those of you using CeraVe, good job. And same with this Kerastase conditioner. And what I found really interesting, the products by Marie Stella Maris. I don't know if you can see that. Yes. These are all really, really good, which, to be honest, I did not expect. So the ones that are the worst, my body lotion, which literally had like a 0.2 score, something like that. This is bug spray, so that makes sense. My favorite lip balm, sunscreen. Like I said, a lot of Kiehl's in my favorite deodorants. Very, very sad. And then, interestingly, this CeraVe cream did not do well as well. And this Kerastase shampoo. However, the conditioner here and this shampoo is okay. So pretty weird. And these are all in the yellow, meaning they're okay, but not the best. So for the products that were in the red, I'm just gonna find a replacement for them. Then for the ones in the orange zone, I'm gonna do the same thing. Yellow, I'm gonna keep for now and slowly start to replace those. And green, thankfully, we're safe. So I think I'm gonna continue this clear out, put everything back in the cabinets, and then I'm gonna do the same thing for my makeup. And I'm dreading it because I don't want to throw it away. All nice and organized again. Yay. Okay, so in terms of self-tan, I have these four. This absolutely straight away goes into the bin because it has a 0 out of 20, so that's gonna go. This is like a 5 out of 20, so it's still in the red, so I'm also gonna throw this one away. This is actually okay. It had, I think, a 9 or something out of a 20. And this is a 20 out of 20, which is amazing. So these I'm gonna keep, the others have to go. And now, let's do makeup. Okay, so I just scanned all of my makeup and set times. So I only have 4 products that are actually in the green. And that includes this sweet mascara and some random stuff, along with the blush that I just bought. Then in the yellow, we have Laura Mercier blush. We have the Skin Hero from Arborian. We have some more Laura Mercier bronzer, like liquid bronzers, blush, and concealers. And the Airbrush collection from Charlotte Tilbury also made the cuts. Then moving over to the orange, we have one of my favorite products, which is the Pure Canvas Primer by Laura Mercier, and the Super BB Foundation by Arborian, also in the orange, sadly. But it gets worse. The CC cream by Arborian in the red, it literally has a 0 out of 20. It's really, really bad for you, apparently. So that is very, very sad. And the same goes for MAC lipsticks, most mascaras actually. And what else is interesting? Oh yeah, I don't know if you use this, but the Laura Mercier translucent powder also has a 0. And yeah, the same for some eyeshadow palettes. So that is sad. I think I saw this coming, so I kind of prepped myself mentally. But yeah, this means a huge, huge beauty clear out. So I get that makeup isn't like the best for your skin, so it makes sense. So I'm not just gonna throw everything away that has a bad rating, but the app shows you a list of the ingredients, and then you can click on the ingredients, and then it shows you why it's bad for your skin. So for each of the ingredients, you can decide for yourself if you think it's worth it to keep it. So yeah, it's not so like black and white in the sense that whenever something has like a red score, I'm just gonna immediately throw it away. However, I do think that it is worth to pay some attention to this. So I'm gonna double check the ingredients on like everything that is red. And if I use it a lot, I'm gonna check if I maybe should replace it for something else. So for example, this CC cream by Arborian. I use this every single day and I put it on like my whole face. So it makes sense that if this is really bad for you, maybe I shouldn't wear it. Whereas, for instance, like this lipstick, I don't really use lipstick that often and it's not on my whole face. It's literally just on my lips. So I don't know, maybe I'll keep this because I literally only wear it like twice a year or something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for every single product and hope that I still have some makeup left after this. The rest of my side table order has just arrived.